What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with my one of my best clients. His name is Garron.
That's that.
Garron has been with me for like what 7, 8 weeks now. We've
Yep,
been
somewhere around.
working together, and in those 7 weeks, he's been able to lose about 31 pounds. It's looking fantastic. He's getting all the compliments, the whole nine. So we're just gonna talk with Garron. We're gonna have a discussion, ask him what his experience has been like in the program, and you guys are just gonna hear everything. This is the raw, unfiltered truth. All right. Okay. So Garron, tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, welcome to the interview. Welcome to the video.
Yeah, appreciate it for having
Tell
me.
us about yourself, your job, your age. What's your job like? How many hours do you work? All that.
I got you. Well, so of course, my name is Garron. I've been a Maryland resident for pretty much all my life. I'm 38 years old, been pretty much living in Maryland the whole entire time since I've been born and all that. I currently work two main gigs. I'm a school bus driver pretty much throughout the day, and I do stuff limousine work part time and everything. Sometimes they work me like this full time though, but yes, I spend a lot of time driving as a result of those two gigs that I do. I'm constantly driving all over the place. I can easily work between the two jobs somewhere around 50, 60, sometimes even 70 hours a week or so. So it's a lot, and it can be a little hectic sometimes, especially with all those hours and everything. But even with them all that, I mean, it can be a little rough. But I've been all here doing the coaching program and all that stuff, and putting in some serious work, and I've been getting some really, really good results out of that. And I'm very happy and appreciative of that, because doing the type of work that I'm doing, I mean, you're sitting all the time. So you really don't get a whole lot of time to be able to like go out and get like some type of like physical activity and all that stuff. So the program is actually doing wonders for me. It's got really great benefits and all that stuff. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who has a CDL that definitely is like doing a lot of driving throughout the day.
Yeah, that's absolutely great to hear, man, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have the time." I work a lot, but you've been able to, even with your two jobs and doing a job that doesn't even let you walk, you're literally sitting down all day and
Yeah.
you're still able to put in some work, you're still able to lose the weight. Like it's really amazing because most people won't do that. They will take that, use that as an excuse, and say
Hmm.
that's the reason why they can't lose weight.
Yes.
Right? So really proud of you, man, for that work that you've put in.
Sure. No problem.
All right. So Garon, how did you find my page?
Ah, yeah, I guess you
Mm.
can just call that more so fate. Just happen to be browsing around like Instagram, social media and all that stuff. You just, you type in certain things, and then, the website has a way of being able to, send you back more of the stuff that you're looking for and all that. And I guess you could just say it was one of those things. I happened to be looking up like some coaching and weight loss stuff, and your page just happened to pop up as like a sponsored thing. And me, doing a lot of driving and stuff, sometimes I have time to look at stuff, but then I'm like, I see this stuff and I'm like, I don't have the time to sit here and like really go through before I got to start driving again. So a lot of times I'll come across certain pages and I'm just like, I like what I see so far, but I got to come back and look at this guy's page and everything and look at more stuff. So I know when I came across your page, I saw some materials that you had, not just about weight loss goals, but, about like certain things that you can eat, it's your own fault. I saw the video of that. That was actually kind of like an interesting gig. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give this guy a follow so I can come back and, review some of his stuff later, just to make sure that I never lose his page or any of his videos ever again. So yeah, I guess you just call it thanks to the internet and thanks to fate. That's pretty much how.
That's awesome, man. You saw the page, you took action, you gave me a follow, and you went through my content.
Yes.
Right? Most people they will follow, but then they don't even watch the content, and it's like they're still stuck in the same place they're at just
Right.
because they're not even doing the minimum, which is basically going to be watching the content, actually seeing what this guy's talking about, and if
Hmm.
he's a good fit, you guys can work together. He can work with you, help you hit your fitness goals, right? All
Yes.
right. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Well,
But speaking about working with me, what made you hit that button and take that decision that you wanted to work with me one on one?
Well, I'll say this because there's a good amount of coaches that's out there, and I feel like a lot of them they mean well. They might have like certain programs and stuff, and I'm sure they're trying to like do what they can to try to help you get on the road, to try to like be a better, healthy, active lifestyle and all that stuff. But some coaches just don't have that metaphor, that like level of motivation, to be able to get you to do what they need to do, or some might just be out there trying to get your money and all that stuff. But I honestly want to say what I liked about you specifically, Victor, was the fact that you know, you saw that I followed you and you actually reached out to me first. And, you came out and, pretty much like gave me like a introduction, a brochure into like your Fitbit program. You explained to me everything that it was, what you would be doing, kind of what you expect, what you need me to do and all that stuff. So you pretty much gave me like a nice little breakdown of everything that your program was. And then, you know, you also didn't rush me to try to like make a decision or anything like that. So I definitely do appreciate, that aspect of you. It wasn't like no trying to like rush or got to be hasty or anything like that. So yeah, there were a lot of factors of that, for you, I said to myself, like, okay, I can see that this person is really, he's really concerned and he's really trying to do what he can to try to reach out and like try to help me, to live the better possible life that I can possibly live. So I was like, yeah, I think that was like the deciding factor for me. I said, I'm going to give this guy a chance. I have to try this. So I'm going with this man Victor on this program. Yes,
Absolutely, and that was one of the best decisions you ever made, man. Because
abs.
now look at you here, right? If I told you like 7 weeks ago that you would be down like 31 pounds, I know yes you did want to work with me, but what would you have said then?
Oh my goodness! I considering everything I had going on, me being a little lazy and kind of making excuses as far as time and all that stuff. I probably would have told you were crazy, man. I was like, I don't. Not, not that I'm saying I didn't have the ability to lose it, but I was like, 30 pounds, 7 weeks. I don't know. Don't really seem that likely.
Don't really see that happening, right?
Yes, absolutely. But yes, here we are, though. I'm very, man, it's been a mind boggling experience for me. And it's been a wonderful journey. And I can honestly say, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And I'm very proud and very appreciative. And, I'm still going forward. I want to continue to keep this moving and eventually reach my overall goals on it. So yes, I'm very
For
excited.
sure, man. We're gonna get you there in the shortest time possible, man.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right. So just a question, like when it came to the program, when I told you about the program and everything, did you have any reservations before signing up? Because sometimes you have people that are very motivated, people, they want to get in, they want to get things done, but then you tell them about the program, you tell them about the process, and they're like, you know what, I need to think about it. And they say all these other things,
Mhm.
basically getting in the way of their own progress. Right. So, did that happen with you too, in terms of the program? Did you have anything you were scared of in the initial stages that made you pause for a little bit before actually moving forward? And how did you overcome that?
Right. Well, I will say this because, going back to the very beginning, because I didn't immediately sign up right away. There was still a part of me that was trying to do my research and, just like looking around and trying to figure some things out, because, you know, the crazy thing is, everybody's body is roughly almost the same, but on the same token, you have everybody's like genetic structures are different. So, you've
Mhm.
got certain weight loss programs out here that may be very beneficial to some people, but it don't really benefit the next set of folks, according to like their DNA or biologic structures or anything. So there was a part of me that was still kind of hesitant at the beginning because I was like, I like everything that he's coming at me and, bringing to me and all that stuff. And his program seems good. But again, is it the right fit for me? Is his programs, the workouts that he's got, the sets, the rounds, the amount of time you got to put in the gym, the certain foods that you're going to eat and all that stuff. I'm, I was kind of skeptical as far as, it might be good, but is it good for me? Will my body benefit the most out of this program. And, and not just you, but there's a lot of other programs, a lot of coaches out there that, they have like their specific like programs and stuff as well. And, and it just comes with all the research, and it's like, you just have to ask yourself those questions, then of course, when you're talking about time and money and stuff, I mean, people, I mean, it's a common factor that a lot of people aren't going to waste time doing stuff if they know that they're not going to get any benefit or results out of it. Um, there are some programs that do charge and everything, and a lot of folks, and understandably so, you don't really want to put money into something that you're not going to benefit, because then you feel like you've wasted your money, you've made the wrong investment and all that stuff. So I kind of definitely understand that, and yes, I did have some questions for that myself. But I think for you, what really did it for me was, again, there was no rush or no like hesitation. You didn't try to like pressure me into making any decisions, and you ultimately let me decide to like go back out and do some more research and stuff and try some other things on my own. And but what I liked about you was you actually took the time to follow back up with me, to check with me, to see how I was doing, with my other research and everything that I was trying to figure out. And when you realized, what I was doing, and you could see how serious that I was about it, you actually came back and you offered me a free program, which for me, that was phenomenal, because, that gave me a chance to, see how your program could truly fit. I mean, you explained everything to me, but, there's a big difference between, getting the explanation and then actually doing everything for yourself to see how it works out. So for me to have that extra nudge as far as being able to try out the program, a month free and all that stuff, I mean, it really was a benefit for me, because it gave me the chance to see if this program was going to be effective and would it work for me. And once I saw 4 pounds in the first 24 hours for me, once I saw that, I realized, yeah, this is it. This is
This
definitely
is it, right?
so. Yes, at that point, I realized, okay, now I'm actually doing the program. I see the results that it's bringing, and I'm just ready to go forward with this. So after that month, I was like, yes, I'm going forward, and I do not want to stop. I want to continue to go all the way without stopping. So, yes, very kudos to you. And I do appreciate you for reaching out and offering that month free stuff for me. So thank you again.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yo, you're welcome, man. And that's the thing. A lot of people, when they want to get coaching, they're always like so scared of losing money, because they're like, and that's true. A lot of coaches online now are just scams, right? They take
Right.
your money and you don't see any results, right? And I saw that you were putting in the work, and just seeing you doing that on your own without even being in my program, I just knew that you were going to be really great in my program, right? You were putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, you were watching my videos, you were engaging with my content.
Yes.
So that just told me that you were interested. You really wanted to make this change in your life, right? And I wasn't going to let money get in the way of that.
Right.
So that's why I decided to offer you that free month. You can try it out for yourself. And I think you did like what, 18-20 pounds in the first month.
Some. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, once you did that, I was like, okay, I don't even need to tell you anything, right? You've seen it for yourself, right? And it was already there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just did that for you, just knowing that you were already on your journey, you were already on your path, and I was like, okay, I need to do something to actually help you move things along. But yeah, man, you made the decision, you joined, and now you're seeing the benefits. So all I can say is I'm happy for you, man.
I appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, no problem. So, about the program, right, in general, is it everything you imagine, or is it even better than you imagine? And what were the best parts for you? Like, what about the program just made it so, like, this is a no brainer? Everybody must get this program.
Oh my goodness. Where do I start with that? Because truth be told, with the results that I have so far, yes, it's turned out to be a lot better than what I anticipated. Like I said, I mean, 30, 31 pounds in pretty much 7 weeks. I mean, it's kind of mind boggling for me. And, and the crazy thing about it that I would actually say is, it wasn't hard to, I mean, I know the first couple of days it was a little rough on me because, for me, it was like the formation of getting everything down, just trying to readjust. Okay, certain things that I want to eat, like certain times throughout the day. I mean, adjusting it with like my work schedule and all that, and then finding like that time to like squeeze in the gym and all that stuff. And then even like, figuring out the gym structures. Okay, what certain workouts should I do each day? And, how many reps, how many sets, how many, like how long of breaks and stuff I should be between. I just feel like all of that just like played a part. And like I said, the first couple of days was a little rough for me because I was, still in that struggle phase of just like getting a formation down. But once you pretty much like gave me everything and like gave me a structure and I was able to like analyze it and just like figure out and just like get like an analyzation and get a structure bringing down, at that point, it just like I was able to just do everything where it's just like started to become like a routine for me. And as a result, just doing the same thing over and over and then just make sure that I'm squeezing my workouts in, doing my certain diets, my exercises and, eating my certain foods that I'm supposed to eat when I need to be eating and everything. And, I can just, again, 31 pounds in 7 weeks, I can actually tell you, the results is speaking for itself. So yes, I would definitely say it actually ended up working wonders for me. And, at this rate, I'm still pushing forward with it and I'm going to continue to keep moving forward until I ultimately reach my goal. So yes, it was much more than what I imagined it to be and then some.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, man. And how has your life changed since then? I know you've shared a few stories about people coming up to you, telling you how better you look, how good you look, and all
Yeah.
these other things. So just tell me about that feeling. How does it
Oh,
feel?
I don't even know if I even have the words to be able to describe the amount of like joy and happiness that I get. I mean, it's been, I work with some folks that I see every day, and then there's other folks that I might see a couple times here and there throughout the week, because us being as bus drivers, we're constantly moving. Sometimes we might see each other, sometimes we don't. And people are always coming to me and, saying, "Oh my goodness, Garron, you're looking good. You're looking fly. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, good." I mean, it's a wonderful feeling. I mean, even my family has made a couple comments to me about it, and good thing is I actually like, I feel very energetic, but then, cause I'm more energized, like doing things throughout the day and all that. And which I think the biggest thing for me that I can honestly say though, it's having a different in, the clothes that I wear. Again, I mentioned that I was doing like limo work part time. I wish I had it, but I don't have it on me right now. But, I had this
Hmm.
nice little like black vest that I would put on me. At the very beginning, sometimes it was like kind of snug on me when I'm sitting here trying to put the buttons on and everything. And now I can put that same vest on and it's like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, wait, I don't
Everything is
my stomach.
smooth.
It's actually it's a miracle for me. I'm like, yeah. So I definitely feel it. I mean, I feel good. I look good and everything. But it's a mind boggling experience for me just to be able to, you know, you get those compliments and, have that energy and everything and just being able to do like extra stuff throughout the day, just having that energy to do those things. And like I said, just the suits and everything is just, oh my goodness, it's mind boggling for me. I'm super excited and I can't wait. I want to keep on pressing and keep going with this.
That's awesome, man. A lot of I'm glad that you just said it all. You basically just said it all. Because a lot of people they're never going to experience that because they don't want to take the action that they need to actually get in better shape, right?
Right.
They think they're fine the way they are, but things could be much better for them. Right? Things could be much better in their lives. So I'm glad you shared that so everybody watching can actually hear it from someone that's actually in the process,
Yeah.
right? Not from me. Like I'm good, I'm in shape, right? But
Yeah.
someone that's in the process, and you basically just started, right? There's still more to be achieved,
Right.
right? So imagine getting there. It's just gonna be mind boggling. It's gonna be mind boggling,
Yeah.
right? All
Absolutely.
right. So final question for today, Garron. Before we close, what advice would you give to anyone on the fence? Let's say someone came across this video. They were thinking about joining the program and they were still on the fence. What advice would you give to them to help move them along?
Well, I'll honestly say this because the biggest thing that I can say is, the two biggest metaphors that you have when it comes to fitness, at least for me, from my experience, is definitely health and time. When it comes to health to me is just like a house or any type of like stock or anything like that. You have to invest in it, so it's going to cost you. You've got to, you know, make your planning payment, and as far as you want to get yourself your scale. You want to make sure that you're getting certain foods and stuff. You want to make sure that you can get that gym membership, or if you can't get like certain exercise like machines or like certain like dumbbells or anything like that into the house. I can't stress it out enough. It's going to cost you at some point here and there. But again, it's an investment. So you actually have to, financially, you have to be ready to make that type of commitment. And again, and it coincides with time too, because depending on what it is that you're trying to do, I mean, some folks are slim and they just want to bulk up. They want to put weight on them in the form of muscle. And then you got others that are actually trying to lose weight. Again, it's a matter of consistency. um, you know, Whatever your issue may be, just realize, especially if you're overweight, you didn't get overweight overnight, so it's not going to come off of you overnight either. You have to remain consistent with it. You have to invest and put that time in, and you have to make sure that when you're going, that you are going and you're getting it done. And again, the workouts is important, but it's just a small supplement. There's plenty of programs out there, and for the most part, everybody's correct when they say working out is only 20% of it. The other 80 is strictly your diet. So it really comes back to, you know, what you're eating, and you make sure that you're like, just staying on the healthy side as far as like the stuff that you eat and everything. I mean, there's that famous saying out there, you are what you eat. So, and
For sure.
nothing can be further true from that. So yes, you definitely have to, be cautious about what you're eating and put in that time frame, for the work. And financially, you have to be able to, have the finances to be able to spend on certain programs or workouts or gym equipment, certain foods, because there are some foods out there that can be a little pricey too. There is inflation out there, but you just have to be willing to do all that stuff. And if you really want it, my question to you is, okay, how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do for it? What are you willing to sacrifice for it? What are you willing to do in order to get yourself down that path? Because again, consistency, will take time. It will take time, and you also need to have accountability. You gotta stay on yourself. And if that might not be enough, get in touch with that coach or get in touch with somebody, that special person that will always hold you accountable and make sure that you're doing the right thing. I can't stress that enough to you. Like, do whatever that it takes, to make sure that you are always going to stay on that right path, and, delve in that consistency to do what you got to do to make sure that you accomplish your goals in the long term.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest benefit of actually having a coach. Because most people think having a coach, you're actually paying for the program, but no, you're paying for the accountability,
Yeah.
right? I can give you a program, right? It doesn't mean that you're going to get in shape. It doesn't mean that you're actually going to do it. What
Mm.
you're paying for is that accountability to make sure that you're staying on track throughout the whole entire process, right? You can get in the vehicle, but if you don't have a driver who knows the road driving you to your destination, it's going to take you a lot longer to get there. So you just have to ask yourself, do
Yes.
you want to invest financially and then save yourself that time and have the accountability? Or do you want to go at it on your own and just keep spinning your wheels, basically not going anywhere, right? So that's very true, Garron. That's very true, and thank you for sharing that. So
Sure.
anyone listening to Garron, basically, this is your call to action, right? Take action, invest in your health, and just watch the fat melt. All right, your life is gonna be better. Everything is just gonna be better for you. Most people, they don't think about their health; they think about money. But if you're not healthy enough to actually enjoy the money, then what are you doing?
Absolutely.
Right? You don't want to like take the money and be paying medical bills with it. That's what you're going to be doing with the money. So
Mm.
it's better for you to invest now and then enjoy later. All
Right.
right. I
Absolutely.
appreciate you for coming on, Garron. This was amazing. And yeah, let's keep working and let's keep moving forward. All right.
Yes. Absolutely. Looking forward. Thank you for
All
having me.
right. Thanks for coming on. And if you guys want to see more of Garron, you can check out my Instagram. I post my clients all the time, so you can see all of them there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you all on the next video. Peace.